can't have hot dogs. And they won't let me walk around with beer.
Alright, so once again, please remain seated, keeping your arms, legs, feet, and hands inside the train. Please supervise your children, make sure they're fully seated, eyes within line, hands behind a bench or the bar, and you guys already know the New Orleans Square Station is closed, so please stay seated.
I always call it the family decal.
Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the Primeval world and the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train.
When we get up to
And
88
please
miles per
watch your
hour.
children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead is New Orleans Square. This station also serves Frontierland and Bayou Country. And if you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop. Then watch your step as you're getting off. For those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is New Orleans Square Station, New Orleans Square.
Alright, my friends, we are now heading into New Orleans Square Station, but sadly the station is closed due to construction with the haunted mansion, which should be coming out soon. Alright, once again, please stay seated. We are going to make a quick little stop. Alright,
They have to get water.
there we are.
I thought that was I was like, oh, wow, realistic. I know.
Here
But only one side.
Seated, keeping your arms
9 times out of 10, that just goes right over their head. But occasionally one's like, wait, what? They go, oh, my father-in-law, he's Mr. Hart, I'm Hart Jacobs. Because that's their, and then I'll explain, they're like, oh, but like most of them are like,
I had some friends from the theater who they didn't like either of their last names, and so they fell in love in the mountains in snow. So they both just changed their last name to
We
Snow.
are all good to go. What a nice red
Florian
light
and
right
Dana
there.
Snow, they just were like, yeah, we're
Aboard the Disneyland
like we're taking it anyway.
To ensure a safe ride, stay
But I
seated.
my friend I work with, and
Arms,
I
feet,
get shot.
and legs inside the train.
Her last name was West, and
Watch your kids.
last name was Freelander. So they just said, we're now Westlander. Yeah, it was a, chart.
Home to Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Take a seat.
I want to say, like, so our platform sharing, like, I pay for Hulu and Disney Plus, my parents pay for Netflix, right? And so for all of those, instead of writing typically Reddit, which is a little bit longer to translate.
Here in Bayou Country, you can join Winnie the Pooh,
Wave.
Tigger,
Somebody wave.
Who's the
Somebody wave.
and other beloved
There we go.
creatures
Hi.
filled adventures.
one doesn't sound pleasant.
Hello, everybody. Would that make pics?
How's the barbecue?
As we steam past Hungry Bear Barbecue Jamboree, we're now joining up with the rivers of America and entering the frontier as it looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see.
To the rock. Hide.
We were in that earlier.
The drink.
Yeah.
There is the revered Indian shaman, sharing his stories with those in the great river valley below.
They're the only human you don't row.
People like you have been riding these trails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams, and the stories that went with them, were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable. Like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear the mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness.
They take the word out and change it to indigenous chamber, redo this.
Guys, you get the campfire.
Oh, I didn't know what a campfire is.
Camping.
This looks like the forest.
Look on the ground.
Couldn't figure out like what the indigenous people in this area like lived in or whatever, and like and what their tribe name is, and double down on that.
Everywhere.
45? Better than your ice cream history.
I don't think it's super.
It's going to Bali.
This is the first left turn. Train used to only make the right turn for the longest. I used to go in a circle, and then when they built Galaxy's Edge, they had to move the track. So it used to be Havert, left-hand turning, so always the right turn.
Hiding in the woods.
Now this one, yeah. So instead of a circle now, it doesn't.
This tunnel signals our transition from the frontier to another kind of ear, the ones you'll find on Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Our next stop is Toontown Depot, official train station for Mickey's Toontown, the cartoon home where Mickey, Minnie, and all their friends live. Toontown Depot is also the gateway to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters and stories. If you're leaving us here, please wait until the train comes to a full stop. Remember your personal belongings and step carefully from the train. Have fun. And say hi to Mickey and Minnie.
And we are now making our way into Toontown Depot, so please remain seated until the train is not so full of complete thought. I know we're all excited to meet all our friends, Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Donald, everyone. Also, this will also be our connection to Fantasyland and Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Once again, please stay seated. All right, my friends, I will lead you to Toontown.
They come back into this town.
That was fun.
Walt wanted to have a caboose made for his wife.
Your arms, legs, feet,
So
and hands inside
when
the
she
train.
died,
Please
they
supervise your
decided
children, make sure
to
they're fully seated, either on your lap or sitting right next to you.
realize the vision.
Away
So
from
they
the
decorated
of the
it
train, either behind a bench
so that she could ride around the train all day.
We're now getting over towards
So we still have it on here. It's called the
I
Lily
promise we
Bell.
won't get there today. Also, we are now passing behind the wonderful small world construction style. So, please stay seated. You're more than welcome to look at our wonderful construction wall. So,
on the train.
forward into the future to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imagined. Here you'll find rocket ships and star speeders, submarines and astroblasters, and if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of the Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail, and us, are the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astroblasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have fun in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight. We'll be on our way again in just a minute.
But I was a kid then, yeah. I have not been on that since all. It's not like that. Yeah, that's what I mean. So you can only go so far. I always wanted, as an adult, I wanted like really kids to like not. I knew that I'm going fast.
We also have Star Tours, the adventures continue, and Sunflyers, Astro Blasters. If you want to save the universe from the Emperor, once again, please stay seated. We'll be making our way into the future. Where are almost there? There we are. Alongside the train. Please supervise your children. Make sure they're fully cleanly seated, either on your lap or in the seat right next to you. Behind a bench or a box, away from the middle opening of the train. We're now leaving Tomorrowland and headed into that great tunnel where we are going to go over to the Grand Canyon and then take a trip to the past into the world of the dinosaurs. So, as a courtesy to those around you and our little critter friends and our big dinosaur friends, please no flash photography, video lighting, or if you have any light-up toys or accessories, including hats, ears, lightsabers, or any of our fun little bubble ones. This is now your time to please power them down. Once again, please stay seated. Right after this, you're gonna head into Main Street.
Tenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con flash.
Attention! It's now going to start shooting shots on you.
to the fantastic past of the Primeval world, land of the dinosaurs. thank those of you who've been with me for the Grand Circle Tour of Disneyland. We hope you enjoyed your travels with us and that you'll come back to ride with us again real soon. For those of you staying with us, we'll be on our way again in just a few minutes. This is Main Street Station, Main Street, U.S.A.
I mean,
And
like,
we made it
yeah,
back
more
on time.
tonight, but like really,
Remain seated until the train comes to pulling up these
or
stops.
another
Welcome
hours or
to
so
Main
like that.
Street. If you are staying on,
Give or take.
So if I give them a wet willy right now.
Or one of our lovely friends right here in line. So once again, just wait for that train to stop. Welcome to
Gotta
Main
watch
Street.
this here.